Hey y'all, welcome to Heritage Ways. Welcome to Project 54, episode 26. This is fun, a fun week. This is unusual recipes week. Unusual recipes or unique recipes. The recipes themselves might be interesting or new to you or unique. Or some of the ingredients might be interesting or new. So today we're going to start out with something that I have never... Two newbies to me. Number one, I have never made a video having not made the food first or it being a tried and true. So this is the first time I have ever made a video without first tasting the food, and it's also obviously the first time I have ever tasted this. So we are going to make 2-ingredient biscuits. Now they're more like dinner rolls from what I'm gathering, but 2-ingredient biscuits. I have not seen this recipe anywhere else. You may have. I have not. I found it in an old cookbook from the I say old, but in a cookbook from the 1990s, one of our church cookbooks. Easy 2-ingredient biscuits or dinner rolls, if you want to call them that. Stay tuned. Project 54, episode 26. Here we go. All right, well, I've got my oven on 350. I've got my muffin tin. That's why I don't know if you want to call them biscuits or not, but the recipe calls them biscuits. My muffin tin that I'll spray here in a few minutes. I laugh because I can't believe I'm doing this. So I've got self-rising flour and vanilla ice cream. I really wonder if y'all have ever had this before. All right, the recipe that I have says use equal parts of each one. So, not knowing how this is going to work, but if it's good, I want to have enough. So we're just going to go ahead and do 2 cups of the self-rising flour and 2 cups of ice cream that has sat out for a little bit. When I got home from the store, I didn't put it in the freezer about 40 or so minutes ago. So it is that much softened. So I'm going to start with the 2 cups of self-rising flour. All right, and I'm going to kind of fluff it up a little bit and measure out the 2 cups.
When you have a friend in need of a meal, there is no shame in picking up a salad or a delicatessen chicken from the grocery store. It is the thought and the effort that matters to your friend.
I'm not going to just stick my measuring cup down in there because that would, you know, pack it down, and I don't want to do that. I did not get the vanilla bean ice cream because I don't know, I didn't think I should be getting that for this. Alright, my oven's heated up. Here's my 1 cup of vanilla ice cream softened. Now, I mentioned this was in a church cookbook from the 90s. Quite honestly, I'm the one that submitted it to that church cookbook, and I included a note or a caveat saying that I had never tasted this, but I thought it was different enough to include in the cookbook. Well, that was in the 90s, and the cookbook was linked to a ladies' retreat that I organized, and I was pregnant with my 3rd child at the time. And you know what? Time flies because I never have tried that recipe until right this minute. About 22 years ago, I submitted that recipe and said one day I was going to try it. Well, here is the day. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to get the beater out. I'm just going to mix the ice cream and the flour until softened. And I don't know where I found the original recipe. I mean, that was back before Pinterest and well, quite frankly, that before the internet. So I had to have found it in a cookbook or something. I don't know where I found it. Okay, this seems dry to me. It says mix equal parts. You know what? I'm gonna do a. Well, no, it's mixing. I'm gonna do just maybe a tinge more ice cream than I did flour, just in case. Just in case I pack the flour down a little more than I should have. So, you know, the ice cream's going to provide your milk. In this case, milk, cream, sugar. Okay, it's still a little dry. Didn't say to knead it or anything like that, so. It just said stir until the flour was moistened. I don't know, I'm concerned that it's a little dry. Okay, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to not add any more ice cream because I added just a smidgen more than I did flour. And I'm going to spray my muffin tin. I'm going to put it in the oven. It said 350 until done. It's a very vague recipe. And I'm just using this scoop. I love using this scoop for muffins and things like that. Okay, well this isn't going to make much. We're having fun with it anyway. This almost is the weight or the consistency, if you will, of biscuit dough. So it looks and feels familiar. While I'm doing this, I want to remind y'all to go over and subscribe to my newsletter. Every Saturday morning, I send out an email, and you have to open that email to see if you're the winner. Because the first few letters of the winner's email name is inside the email. So everybody, 700 people get the email. You have to open it to see if you have won. So go over HomeHeritageHope.com and go ahead and fill out your name and email address, and you'll get the emails every Saturday morning, plus any additional emails that I send about all kinds of things. All right, we're gonna go in 2, 4, 6, 8 and a half. We're gonna see what happens. And I'm gonna put it on 15 minutes and then see what it looks like. Alrighty, so about 25 minutes is what they have been in for. So I think they're probably done. They look like it. I did not insert a cake tester. You could do that. And I did go back and look, y'all, at my recipe where I had included this in a video, in a cookbook, and it was called Crazy Muffins, not Biscuits, so I was wrong about that. Looks okay. I didn't know if I needed to, if they were going to come out okay. Yeah, they're going to come out okay. I love this wooden cake rack that one of my catering clients gave me years ago. Alright, I'm not letting them cool. I'm just taking them right out, and they come out just fine because I did spray the pan. And I'm going to get some butter. I guess I'll try it with and without butter. What do you think? Okay, it looks just like even a biscuit even. I mean, you could almost call it a biscuit or a muffin. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to put butter on 1/2, but the other I'm just going to taste. My butter's not hot. I mean, softened, I mean. Okay, here we go. Oh my word. I mean, it's good. I don't know what I expected. Oh, okay, sorry. I don't know what I expected. Now, it's bland, so I'm not sure I'd call it a muffin necessarily. I also probably wouldn't roll it out and do all that stuff like you would a biscuit and cut it, because you don't want that ice cream to sit there and melt completely. But this is very good. I mean, it was easy, duh. I mean, you saw that. It's good. I don't have an overpowering vanilla taste, but even if I did, that's fine. This is good. For just like a basic side bread. You know, I wouldn't use it for like a breakfast muffin, because there's no fruit and there's no, you know, it's plain. Let me taste it with the butter. Now my butter's unsalted, so maybe I'll just put a little teeny tiny itsy bitsy pinch of salt maybe, since my butter's unsalted. Well, I like it. And it tastes just as well without the butter, I think. So, we have a new recipe. I hope it's new to you. I wanted to bring you something new and unique. This week is unique and unusual recipes. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, y'all. But every Saturday morning, whoa, oh, that just hit my foot. Okay. Okay, edit that out. Try again. Every Saturday morning,